Alright, so this SAT math question states, Jason is staying at a resort that charges $120.50 per night for a room. A 10% tax applied only to the nightly rate. The resort also charges a one-time fee, untaxed fee of $12 for amenities, which of the following expressions represents Jason's total cost in dollars for staying X nights at the resort. So let's look at how we can find the correct answer. So firstly, we're going to 100% know that an X value should be connected to this $120.50 because it's saying for X nights, and this is the value that's changing for nights, okay? And a 10% tax, right? A 10% tax, in this case, is going to be 1.10, right? In this case, because we're paying 10% more than 100%, right? And it's only applied to the nightly rate, okay? All right. So the resort also charges a one-time untaxed fee of $12. So I know that this $12 has to be outside of the brackets, right? Okay. And which of the following expressions represents Jason's total cost? So by looking at what we basically need to know, we'll see that the answer is B. But why is A, C, and D not correct? So for A, if we look at it, we can see that the tax value has a value of X to it, which means that there's no way this can happen. And we're using 0.10. Right? So it's not going to be the case. Alrighty? Now for B, we've got 1.10, right, which makes sense. So it's going to give us the entire thing plus another 10%. And this X value is here. And we have a plus 12, which is outside the brackets because it is a one-time fee. Okay, so I'm just going to circle B, which is our right answer. Now let's look at C. The issue with C is that we can see the 12, the amenity value, is inside the bracket. So here tax is applied to, I guess, the amenities, which is not what we want. Amenities. Okay, and for D, we can see that the X is outside. So because now we're adding the night fee and amenities together, so this becomes night plus amenities before we go to taxing. But they strictly say that the tax is only applied to the nightly rate, not amenities. So that can be crossed out. So the correct answer has to be B in this case.